welcome again to the Bring It Out podcast by Mr. JG1. Today's episode of the Bring It Out podcast, we'll be talking about cyborgs. So stay tuned in. So we're going into this article I was reading. It says, cyborgs will replace humans and remake the world, by James Lovelock. So we're going to go into this and see what James Lovelock talks about. He says, for tens of thousands as our planet's only intelligent self-aware species, but the rise of intelligent machines mean that could change. Perhaps in our own lifetime, not long after that, Homo sapiens could vanish from the earth entirely. That's the jarring message of a new book by James Lovelock, the famed British environmentalist and futurist. Our supremacy as the prime understanders of the cosmos is rapidly coming to an end. He says in the book, Novicense, the understanders of the future will not be humans, but what I chose to call cyborgs, that will have designed and built themselves. Whoa, interesting. Lovelock describes cyborgs as self-sufficient, self-aware descendants of today's robots and artificial intelligence systems. He calls the looming era of the dominances the novicense, literally the new age. These days, there's no shortage of modern-day luddites warning that technology will soon overwhelm us. But Lovelock's bold predictions stand apart. Unlike techno-skeptics, including University of Louisville computer scientist Roman Yamsky, Lovelock thinks it unlikely that our machines will turn against us, Terminator style, and unlike utopian like futuristic Ray Kurzweil, he doesn't envision humans and machines merging blissfully into a union that some call singularity. Rather, Lovelock views the rise of technology through an evolutionary lens. In keeping with his decades of research and thinking about ecological and biological systems, he also brings the unique perspective of scientists who just marks his 100th birthday with the scientific fashions and with nothing left to prove. It's outlook that pushes him to conclusions at once optimistic and deeply disturbing. The first stages of novicense are already underway, Lovelock argues. He cites the example of AlphaZero, a computer program that taught itself to play the game Go, and then quickly went on to become the world's best Go player. Today's computers can already process with fully independent artificial intelligence. He says tomorrow's cyborgs will easily become 1,000,000 times smarter than we are. Lovelock imagines cyborgs filling every evolutionary niche on the planet. I think of cyborgs as another kingdom of life, he says. They will stand to us in much the same way as we of animals stand to plants. What would cyborgs look like? Lovelock is intentionally vulgar because he expects that they'll rethink the basic rules of design in ways that we punch humans cannot imagine. Cyborgs would start again like AlphaZero. They would start from a blank slate. He writes in his book, he speculates that they might look, when pressed, he says, it's entirely possible they would have no form, existing mostly at virtual form inside computers. whatever their form, the cyborgs will be so far beyond us in intelligence that they might dismiss us as part of the planet's background landscape. Alternatively, they might appreciate us in much the way that we appreciate plants. This possibility appeals to Lovelock, who likes to spend days in the garden around his cottage home in Dorset, England. Think about the way you go to a great auditorium, he says. Once established, the cyborgs will remain dominant on our planet. The Nova Sense, Lovelock says, will probably be the final area of life on Earth. Wow, so what you guys think of that? Man, leave your likes and comments, and thank you again for joining the Bring It Out podcast. Y'all have a great night. God bless.